So I gave a homework to Roberto to see his knowledge about pivot tables. You have here a set of data. You have the ticket by class, you have sales and number of tickets. Very simple. You have another sheet called pivot. We have a pivot table there and I want him to calculate the average price per ticket. Let's see what he will do. It seems that he's going and he's trying to add a formula. This is not a good idea. He divided sales by ticket. Why it's wrong? Because if you add another field to your data table, you make a change, you're gonna go to the wall directly. In this example I take here, put it in the columns, no more formula, he's dead. Let's give him a second chance. What he will do now, he's going to the data sheet, trying to add an additional column. Again, a disaster because now his data set is bigger, more confusing, and the file size is bigger. I'm gonna show you in this video a very simple, easy trick to be able to add calculations to your pivot table. In order to properly add calculations to your pivot table, you need two concepts: calculated fields and calculated items. I'm gonna explain the differences between the two, so hold your horses. For now, we need to use our detective magnifier to find where they are because it's not that simple. Click on business, then pivot table analyze, fields, items and sets, and you find here calculated field and calculated item. Now how do we think about those two? Let's go to our data set, and if you have a calculation that involves columns, for example, the average price is equal to the sales divided by the number of tickets, this is a calculated field. But if you want to use what you have within a column, so those items here, for example, you have economy, you have business, and you have first, this is when you're going to use a calculated item. Let's look at a couple of examples. You're going to understand the concepts, it's very easy. So we go to our pivot table and we want to get the average price. As I said, it is the total sales divided by the number of tickets. So that sounds like a calculated field. Let's click here, pivot table analyze. We click on this one, calculated field. I'm gonna give it a name, AVGP, and here I'm gonna put a formula. The formula is sales, double click on this column, divided by the number of tickets, double click, press OK, perfect, it comes here, and now you have an additional field on the fly. You can move it anywhere in your table. Now the cool thing about it is that you can incorporate if formulas. For example, let me just click here, same thing, pivot table analyze, calculated field, and here if I want to modify it, again Excel is playing tricks on us, it's very hard to know. Click here and you have it. Now you see modify and delete, so you can delete it. If I want to modify it, for example, if open parenthesis, same as Excel. Let's take the number of tickets, they have to be bigger than 0, otherwise I cannot divide. And here I'm gonna have my division if it's true, if it's false, double quotation, close parenthesis. Now I click on modify, click on OK, and there you go, now you have a new formula. The numbers are the same because we have positive numbers for tickets. Now comes the second one, which is about calculated items. Assume that I want to know the percentage represented by economy class passengers for sales and tickets. Let's think about the formula for sales. For sales, you will take the 23,739 divided by the sum of those three, which is 132. So that's economy divided by business plus economy plus first. Those are items within a column. So we go to calculated items. Make sure you click on one of those three items, and here you go to fields, items and sets. You can see calculated item. If you click somewhere else, for example here, it's grayed out, so just be careful. Let me just come back here and let's click on this one. We're gonna call it echo percentage. And here the formula is economy. Now you have this new menu. So economy divided by this plus this plus this, close parenthesis. And notice that in the other ones, you don't have much because all of them are different numbers. You can also take the years if you want, it's up to you. But this is the formula that we're gonna use. Press OK and you get this additional row. Now I need to format it. And here it's easy, I can just select those numbers and format them. But what if I have the year in front? Now I have 3 times echo percentage. It becomes cumbersome and I'm lazy. I want to finish fast and go to the beach. So instead of just doing this manually, what I could do, I'm gonna show you the trick, and if you like it, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. You will make my day. So here I'm just gonna move year below class. There we go, we have business economy first and all the echo percentage are in the same place. Now I can select all of them in one go, select percentage, and there we go. So now we move back the year and we are done. The other 2 problems I have to take care of, and I know you hate problems, but we have to deal with them, is that here in those sums, I have also the 19%, 59%, etc. in the sum. And that's totally wrong. Same for the grand total. So what do we do in this case? Simple, go to design. We go to grand totals, send it to the garbage, so we put it off. And same for subtotals, to the garbage. We are left with one problem, which is this echo percentage. The echo percentage for the average price doesn't make sense. You don't want it. How do I get rid of it? Same trick. Move the year down, come here, select them, and here we're gonna color them in white. They become a ghost, nobody sees them. Let's bring this up, and there we go, they have disappeared.